us can't live without our BlackBerries. They call them crackberries. Companies give them to us. But a lot of folks can't afford to buy a BlackBerry device, a smartphone. So what do you do if you want to get your email? You can't get it on phone. What do? Well, there's a company out that has just released a new device. It's called Peak. And you can get your email on it for about $20 a month. And here to talk to us about it is the CEO of Peak. His name is Amol Sarva. Amol, thanks very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And in my hand right here, I have what you just released. It's called the Peak. It looks a little bit like a BlackBerry. It's a little bit thinner, a little bit smaller. But this is only for email. This is all I can get on this.
Yeah, it's 100% email. That's the thing we wanted to focus on. Make something simple, easy, beautiful, easier keyboard. Don't try to pack too much stuff into it. There's an elegance and simplicity we were going for. And the result is it's really affordable. It's just $100 and $20 a month for unlimited email. No contract, no long-term commitment, no obligation. And people have really been excited.
So those of us like myself who travel a lot and see everybody with their BlackBerry and on them all the time, your market is the folks who don't need a BlackBerry necessarily. They're not in business, they don't need it, but they want to check their email when they're on the road.
Email is increasingly essential. It's hard to go a few hours without email. And for you and me who've been high tech and high business and high octane for a long time, it's obvious. Increasingly for everyone out there, getting your email is even sometimes more important than getting on the phone. People aren't even talking that much. They're getting down hunkered into their den, checking their AOL account or their Yahoo account. And making that mobile is the next big step.
All right, so you have created this little device, which I said it looks a little bit like a BlackBerry, because it does. It's got the QWERTY keyboard, and it's got a pretty nice little screen. I can carry this around. I'm not going to be able to go to the internet. I can't do anything else. All I do is check my email. You can put 3 different accounts on this?
Yeah, so you turn it on, it's your inbox. Setting it up takes literally 1 minute. You buy it off the shelf at Target, turn it on, type in your email address and password, and you're in business. I mean, that is a big difference from every other smartphone you've ever seen. And it's easier in a lot of other ways, too. There's nowhere to navigate. There's no applications to launch. You're not going to get lost somewhere. It's not going to crash on you. You're not going to dial someone by mistake. This is your email. Anytime you want it, you just look at it. The newest ones are right there.
Okay, now, you're getting this. I'm getting it on a cell phone. The cell phone lines or the towers that are delivering my email here. But I can't use necessarily my cell phone provider, correct?
Behind the scenes, this is on the cell phone network, which means it works everywhere. And you don't have to change carriers or providers or anything to make it work for you. That we thought was really key. If you like whoever you've got, keep them. And you grab this thing and start using it. No contracts to break, nothing new to sign. Behind the scenes, we're using a cell phone network, that's right.
So it's an addition. If I have a cell phone, I'm going to pay not only pay my cell phone bill, I'm going to pay you $20 a month so I can have access to my emails.
Yeah, the $20 a month we thought was really reasonable for a gadget like this. When we compare it to what other people are asking you to do, this year in this economy, this is not the time to sign a contract that's going to cost you $1,000 more by the time you're done. To do all kinds of stuff you don't really use. All the bells and whistles that we don't think people really find that handy. What we think's real handy is email. For $20 a month, anytime you want, you can turn it off. You're done with it.
Yeah, the only downside I see is that I can't play you against another provider. If I buy a Peak, I'm with you, right?
Yeah, that's right, and we hope you'll stay with us for a long time. The device is going to do lots more over time, and right out of the gate, what you're going to get is something thin with double the battery life that really looks beautiful. People are going to stop you and say, hey, what's that? And we've been seeing it while we've been using this.
All right, so you've just opened this or released this here a couple of weeks ago. I want to go ahead now. We've got your email account in here, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and open up an email. It's actually a pretty simple, straightforward presentation. There's just a list of your inbox. Is there a way to change it, or this is what I get?
You can change the color. We want it to be stylish. You can jump around, change the ringer, things like that. But that's the kind of stuff that we think people fool around with the most.
And if I want to reply, same kind of, it's very similar to a...
Yeah, you just click in the wheel and you choose reply, type in your address, and send. It remembers every address you write to, so your contact book starts filling up automatically. If you want to download the contacts you have in Yahoo or AOL, it'll suck all those down and put them on the device. So it's handy. It tries to take some of the hassle out of the way. There's no cable to plug into your PC. We never do that. It all happens over the air. Try to make some of the things that are obvious just really simple.
Amal, let's talk bigger picture. You've come out with a really nice product that is kind of, I carry 2 or 3 pieces of electronics with me. Is this kind of the bridge? Are we getting to the point where at some point I'm going to have one device that I really does everything for me?
You know, there's this conventional wisdom that everything in the whole wide world is going to get squeezed down into one little gadget. People have been talking about that for years in the industry. If you dump out people's bags and look at what they're carrying and what's in their car, you see music players and digital cameras and little video cameras and calculators and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the future is happening, and it's lots of little handy gadgets that do jobs really well. You'll always find some some gadget geek who can't live without his one all-in-one. But I think what regular people often do is they choose the best thing for the purpose, and that's what they're happy with.
And where do you see it all going? I mean, you kind of told me that you don't see it going to one device, but give me 5 years from now.
Yeah, I think 5 years from now, you'll have some people that are carrying beautiful all-in-ones. You'll have other people that are carrying a cell phone, and they're really into email, so they have an email device. Maybe they have a game player, and they got various things in their bag. Different things for different purposes. Your kitchen never converged into one gadget for them all. I mean, my wife's got a pizza stone and a pizza cutter, even though we only use it once every 3 months. But that's the perfect thing for that job.
When you need it, you have it.
Yeah.
Amol, Sarva, let's get back to the peak here before I let you go. Just so everybody wants to know, $100 I can find it at Target, anyplace else?
It's at Target stores nationwide. Getpeak.com. It's only $100, no contract. You don't have to mess with your cell phone. And it's a really easy and affordable way to get email all the time. It's an essential.
Well, you definitely have a piece of the market that you're going for. I wish you luck. It's a nice little gadget you've come up with.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Oh, pleasure.